Today we're going to do a video on the tool right up here, which is called the Polygon tool, and it's very useful for demonstrating areas on the globe. So here we have Google Earth all ready to go, and I'm going to zoom in and I'm going to learn a little geography while we're at it. Here we are in the United States. And now I'm going to go to the left-hand side. I'm going to look for layers. Here's the layers palette. And then I'm going to go to gallery. If it's closed, you have to open it up. I'm going to click volcanoes. Well, you can't see anything right this minute, but I'm also going to put borders and labels on so you can at least see the states. Now, we have to zoom in a little more because volcanoes in the United States are generally, and not all, but generally speaking, on the west coast. So we're going to zoom in to the west coast, and now you can see the volcanoes start to come up. But I'm interested in the part of the Ring of Fire on the very left coast of the United States, California, Oregon, and Washington. And you can see there's a whole line. We're not going to go past the Canadian border. This is Canada, this is the United States. We're not going to go past that, but what we're going to do is we're going to encircle these volcanoes. And so we're going to go to the Polygon tool and click on it, and we're going to call it West Coast Volcanoes. And then we're going to click on the Polygon tool, and you'll see it's a square with lines coming through it, and we're going to start to make some points that will encircle these West Coast volcanoes. And you can see that the Polygon tool, as I make points, lots of points, is going to show very well exactly where these volcanoes in California, Washington, and Oregon are located. We'll go up here, we'll go up here, and that's just about where we need. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to click on Style, and we're going to give it a color. I'm going to give it a little yellow color, light yellow, and see what that looks like. And I'm going to give it a width. This is actually the outline, the yellow color. Let's make it a darker color. Make it a red. And then we're going to click OK and make it a little bit thicker. I'm going to make it 2. And we'll leave the opacity at 100 because I'm going to use that again. And here's the color for the fill and outline. And I'm going to click on the yellow here. I'm going to leave 100% here, and then I'm going to click and see what we have. Well, that looks pretty good. So if you're doing a presentation, you can always lower the opacity to it so that it's a little lighter so you can actually see the land underneath it, and click, and you can see where that comes out. And now if I take away the volcanoes, I can see easily, and I'll zoom out a little bit, I can see in the United States where most of the volcanoes are. Now, for your purposes, you're going to go to one of the 5 Great Lakes, and here they are. And these 5 Great Lakes will get highlighted by you. So what you have to do is you have to pick one. Now, here are the 5 of them, and the labels are here. So it doesn't matter which one you pick, but you have to only pick one. Lake Ontario, Lake Erie, Lake Huron, Lake Superior, and Lake Michigan. This Georgia Bay is part of Lake Huron. So what you're going to do on your Google Maps is you're going to, I'm going to do Lake Superior. And I'm going to take the Polygon tool, which I have already clicked, and I'm going to click points right on the edge of Lake Superior, and eventually we will have it completely outlined. And there it is. Now, since I did Lake Superior, you can't. So you've eliminated Lake Superior, and of course we can change the color here. Let's make it more of a greenish kind of color, and click OK, and there it is. You're going to have to either do Lake Michigan, which is here, Lake Erie, which is here, borders Pennsylvania, Lake Ontario, which is here, or Lake Huron. One of these four, not this. And that's how you will finish on this particular lesson. And when we come to check, we will be able to see very clearly that you have one of those 5 Great Lakes, not Superior, outlined.